Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, Israel has declared that soldiers heard in video footage cheering as a sniper shot a Palestinian near the Gaza border will be disciplined, although their preliminary inquiry has cleared the sniper himself, saying he'd acted appropriately. The Israeli army says the incident happened in December, adding that the unapproved filming was not the level of restraint expected from IDF soldiers. From Gaza, our Foreign Affairs correspondent Jonathan Rugman reports, and just to warn you, there are some upsetting images in his report from the start.
From the earthworks dividing Gaza from Israel, army snipers watch Palestinians walking perilously close. And so it was when an Israeli soldier filmed the selection of a target
Yes!
and the celebrations after a man had been shot. The Israelis claim it happened last year, that the man survived, that warning shots were fired during attempts to sabotage the fence.
But
the story is headline news in Israel, raising serious questions about army ethics and the disproportionate use of force, given the man appeared unarmed. Though one of Gaza's leading human rights lawyers told me it came as no surprise at all.
There is no logic, there is no standards. All the cases we investigated, it shows in a clear-cut way that what had happened, willful killing.
About 30 Palestinians have been shot dead in the last few weeks, many of them during protests along the border for the right to return to what is now Israeli land. Not one Israeli soldier has been reported injured. On Friday, a journalist, Yasser Murtaja, was shot just beneath his flak jacket, and he died the next day. Several other journalists were hurt. The last pictures Murtaja took are still trapped inside his broken camera, but this is his footage from the first day of demonstrations. He said he liked to film from a drone in the sky because it was the only form of travel from Gaza open to him. But Israel's defense minister said today that Murtaja was a terrorist.
This is a veteran terrorist in the military wing of Hamas. He had received a regular salary since 2011, and he used the drone to capture intelligence on Israeli forces on the front.
At Mr. Murtaja's home, still decked in flowers, his younger brother, Mutassim, told me he was no terrorist, just a journalist doing his job.
We were 300 meters from the fence. He was filming with a simple camera. He never used a drone that day. He had his flak jacket and helmet. They were attacking journalists to stop them telling the truth.
The International Criminal Court has warned that the killing of civilians could constitute war crimes. But tonight, the Israeli army said the sniper in this case had acted appropriately, though the cheering soldiers would be disciplined.
Hundreds of Palestinians have been shot along this border in the last few weeks, and Israel has rejected calls from the UN, EU and others for an independent investigation. As for identifying the man who was shot in the latest video, well, that could prove difficult, with many Palestinians all too willing to claim credit for what they regard as an act of heroism. Jonathan Rugman, Channel 4 News, on Gaza's border with Israel.